Ross has definitely changed the way I think, because now I don't just think about when was the War of 1812. I think about all the people in the world that need help and that we can help.
Everything is tied in to culture and global connections. Biosphere consciousness, it means that we all have to be in tune with everything that's around us, like not just people and cultures, but things and objects in the environment around us.
It's not like if you're from two different countries, you're still humans. Those lines you see on a map, they aren't real.
If you look globally, you also want to think about the environment. Why not animals? We can think about animals, try and help them.
Around the world, everybody connects together, and everybody's a community together. Everything around me is a friend.
When you're studying the spiral curriculum, you're learning about everything that ever happened in history.
It's kind of easier because you go step by step, because each grade connects to the other grade that you were in.
It just teaches us from the beginning to the end all parts of life.
Senior year has a really great and intense curriculum that review the whole evolution of consciousness, starting from what you learn in the kindergarten, which is the pre-human history, to the present day.
Once you get to senior year, it's basically a recap of everything. And right now we're learning about the beginning of empires.
And you actually know how people develop different state of minds in different time period, how they come up with new ideas in science field. And to study history is not to memorize the years or the events, it's to learn how to change the future.
I'm going to spend a little bit of time today talking about the Anthropocene epoch. And the scientists who are advocating a new epoch are saying that humans and human activity are dominant in shaping the planet. When do you think it started?
The Industrial Revolution.
Industrial Revolution, that is good. Agriculture.
World War II.
World War II, what happened? How did it end? Nuclear, that's right. Nuclear power. But there's also another concept called the Age of Sustainable Development.
In history class a few weeks ago, we were doing a unit on the Great Depression. When you're comparing it to the 2008 recession and how have things changed and is America in decline right now, it really takes on a whole nother meaning. If we're learning about ancient Islam in the Golden Era, we're also learning about America's view of Muslims today and just how that's affecting our worldview and everything. It really changes what you're learning.
Hello, what is your name?
It makes you feel like you're in it, you're participating in history in the present instead of just learning about what happened.
At Ross, you don't only learn cultural history, math, science, you get to do it as well. All the integrated learning that we have here, you're getting hands-on experience at what you're learning.
In Ross, they tied cultural history into art, into math. In cultural history, we learned Pythagoras was an amazing philosopher, but then in math, we learned what he did as a mathematician, as the Pythagorean theorem, which affected everything in math. And I don't think we should just learn that in math. I think we should go in depth in it in cultural history, just like we do at Ross.
I'm not learning 10 different subjects. I'm actually learning one. And I'm just digging deeper inside that one huge subject.
When I first came to Ross, I was very interested in marine science. But then throughout the years, I was really able to connect marine science with other issues like politics, culture, economics. It's all about interconnections. It's a system study.
If you're mixing together colors, that's science and art.
When you're trying to do something in computer science, you have to think in both a graphic way and a logical way and a coding way all together. It increases your ability to do critical thinking, and it gives you more ability to do deeper analysis on different problems.
And this is Arduino, and basically You plug it into your breadboard and you can use C coding to program it and design.
In Innovation Lab, we are trying to make our own drone.
This year, I was placed in the Advanced Science program on top of my Innovation Lab science class. And then for my electives, I took a class called the Practice of Science, and I took mathematical modeling and simulation. And in every single one of those classes, climate change was brought up. And it was something that we talked about, and we tried to think of solutions, and we tried to talk to each other.
We're trying to build a wearable power generator that creates 1 watt of energy.
Take the voltmeter and see how much power you're getting off of those batteries right now.
We're going to be learning how to save energy, reuse energy, and we can use a wonderful bike that can charge all the things that are in your household.
Environmental education should be considered a right and not a privilege. Sustainability should become a universal language.
We firmly declare the Ross Declaration principles concerning sustainability of our global environment.
Welcome to Senior Project 2016. A senior project is a project that you get to synthesize everything you study and learn at Ross, and also a playground that you can use your creativity and imagination to explore what you love and to think about our future.
I created 2 distinct products. One is a mathematical model for predicting the conditions required for successful nonviolent democratic revolutions.
My project is motorcycle thermoelectrics and the testing of a thermoelectric generator with the exhaust system.
I explored this concept, emergence, in terms of the human body, studying how it is built up from atoms to systems.
I think that mind, body, and spirit are important in every education, and I learned it a lot in the Ross education, especially in wellness.
Your mind tells your body what to do, and your spirit tells your mind what to tell your body what to do.
If everyone meditated at least once a day, then be less accidents.
And less being angry, you just let it go away.
Your brain gets more time to rest in meditating than sleeping.
I think of myself as a citizen of the world, I think. When you go out into the world, it's not just going to be Americans all the time. It's going to be different people from different worlds and different countries and different places and states.
If you think of yourself as a citizen of your town, you might not think about other places, because we're all connected.
And it inspires critical thinking in terms of not just believing what we believe, but thinking about why we believe what we believe.
It's important to go to a school that's diverse, because then when you grow up, you won't be surprised when you see diversity.
I was born and raised in South Africa. There's students from all over the world. There's students from Brazil and China and Korea and absolutely everywhere. It's always a matter of sharing cultures.
It's important for us to see things different perspectives, to have more views on the way we can change things and make things better.
I think that it is a problem with American culture because they believe that their culture is most likely the most important. Well, I'm Native American, and some people mock sort of how we dance or how we sing. I think by maybe showing people what the culture is really about, maybe that'll show them that it's not all what you think of it. It's actually a culture, it's people's beliefs.
You can always get something from a new culture or a new way of thinking. The ideology of nations is made up. It's not like a physical thing.
Compassion is important for the global community. We need to feel for the other people.
Trying to see the world as the refugees or whoever needs help, and to make others to actually understand what they're going through. And I think that's the biggest breakthrough.
We all are empathetic. You know what's wrong and what's right, and even if you don't know them, even if they're not your friend, you can feel bad and you hurt for them. It's really it's an amazing quality.
I definitely would not be the person that I am today if it wasn't for Ross. I would not be interested in sustainability if it wasn't for Ross. But because I have these opportunities, this is something that I want to do in the future and that I want to continue doing now.
Getting a global education is really important for kids like me because one of my peers is going to be the president. So we are going to be in charge. We're inheriting this world pretty soon.
I feel ready to be going out into the world. I feel like I have the background to be ready to confront anything that I have to be ready to solve problems with a view of complexity, and to really get out there and use the skills that I've learned.
There have been studies that show that where I live will be underwater in 50 years. This is a global problem.
In our Earth today, we are facing many Goliaths, like global warming, poverty, extinction, and we want to fix that. And we can overcome it by learning about it and thinking of new ways and different perspectives.
One of the biggest problems in the world is people killing nature. People sometimes kill animals. I want to save the animals.
I want to make a difference in this world. I want to help everyone in need. I really, really want to save people who can't save themselves or help themselves. I think everyone should feel that need to help everybody.